Let me just do the intro because, guys, welcome to another session of Fashion in 5 Facebook Live. I'm Jacqueline. I'm the director of Africa Fashion Guide. I'm the author of the book Fashion Africa, which is over on Amazon, guys, and published by Jacaranda Books. I directed the Fashion Africa conference each year, and our trips that we call the Fashion Africa sourcing trips, where we take you to Africa. Basically work with you as an online, offline platform, working with you on your sourcing, create sustainable solutions for your sourcing in Africa. And we're here to help you by keeping you focused on your business and getting you up and going, but making sure that you are informed. That's the main thing. It's always great to do business, but without being informed, you can actually get in problems. So guys, I'm here each week to bring you just 5 small minutes of information, mini bites of information about Africa's fashion textile industry. If you're here with me, say hello. So know you're here, and then we'll be off to start on today's session. Last week, if you were here, you remember we spoke about Stella McCartney, and oh my gosh, what kind of problems there was there in her 2018 collection, which was all showing her using Dutch wax and the whole topic of cultural appropriation. 2 keywords, hashtag cultural appropriation, such a big topic right now. But before we go into today's session, let's remember Winnie Mandela, who passed this week at the age of 81. Rest in peace, rest in power, mama. So yeah, we need more people like her who will stand firm on their beliefs and what they're standing for, and just like our friends over in Rwanda. And that leads me into this week's session. So guys, I've got 5 minutes now. Here I go. So the situation. Okay, so got President Trump and all these mates over in the US. They suspended Rwanda from accessing America's market under what they call the AGOA Act. It's like an African Growth and Opportunity Act. And this follows a decision from the EAC, the East African Community, to refuse or to ban secondhand clothing, shoes and clothes. And Rwanda President Kagame, he's refusing to take it in, whereas others have kind of like given in and said, all right, we're going to have it. He said, no way, Jose. So what does this mean? So AGOA is a trade deal, and it basically allows particular countries in sub-Saharan Africa to export their products to the US duty-free. So duty can be huge. To get duty-free in, you've got it going on. It started about, say, 2000, so 18 years now, and it's going to end in 2025, but it's likely to be renewed, depending on who says yes. But, okay. There is an agency, an organization, called SMART, and they want to eliminate this ban because they're saying that it's affecting, basically, this decision is affecting the USA. Basically, it will create significant economic hardship on the used USA clothing industry. Okay, seriously? Anyway, they launched this petition, and it's reviewing Tanzania, Kenya, Rwanda, and Uganda, who are part of the EAC, and wants to see if they're still eligible for the AGOA. Now, so why did Rwanda decide to refuse to stay on board with this, whereas others have gone back? Well, as I said, President Kagame, he's focused on building Rwanda's local textile industry. Hooray! As others like Kenya and more in the EAC. They've decided, EAC phased out this ban since 2016 on imports of used clothing and footwear. But Rwanda said, we're not going to bow down. No, we're not bowing down. We are, regardless of the pressure coming from the US to reduce the taxes and lift the ban, they said no. They're leaving the ban there of used clothing, they're building their own industry. And guys, by building your own textile industry, what can it do? It can improve GDP through international trade, and above all, it gives power options to those in that country, on the continent, in their own shopping consumption. They can choose now, rather than just being given secondhand clothing stuff. So some do reckon that cancelling secondhand clothing won't actually increase or positively impact Rwanda's own production, but I beg to differ. Come on, guys, give them an opportunity to build their own. And think about this. You've got so-called third world countries who are sent, from the first world, the things we don't want. And sometimes they're unhygienic. You've got things like underwear or dirty, soiled clothing. This is an insult, really. Come on. I mean, why would they really want, this Matumba? Why would they really want this? Some say it's a great thing, but I don't agree. Why do I support Rwanda and their ban? Secondhand clothing is a huge industry. It's a huge money-making business. You can get rich off this thing. And, you know, only really profits those who are actually in the industry, not those who are the receipt of it, if you get what I mean. So right now, last week it was, the African countries got together and they signed this free trade area agreement. 44 countries signed last week. I think more might have come on board. Nigeria was out and South Africa was like, But this trade agreement, it creates one single market for goods and services in Africa. So it creates a market for free movement of business persons, investments. It's a win-win for fashion, really, because it works. Fashion works locally, internationally, intercontinentally, and globally. But this free trade agreement will then encourage more intra-Africa trade and transform economies there. This agreement will encourage higher labor-intensive productivity as well as activities. And come on now, Africa is a very young market, it's got a lot of potential. It's a market size that's expected to grow to 1.7 billion just in the next 12 years, so by 2030. Can you imagine? It's huge. And then there'll be around $7 billion worth of consumer and business spending. So if that's kept on the continent, they will increase their own GDP, you know, as single countries or as a full continent. So I say is superb. Africa should own Africa and have to say what Africa does and not be pushed into the corner as far as I'm concerned. What do you think? I mean, by signing this intra-Africa trade agreement, it could increase the trade could increase by about 50% and that would grow just general manufacturing. So I think it's a good thing. Kagame, more power, man. You know, he's focused on, you know, adding value to the continent, to his country, increasing trade and the pride of Rwanda. So I say high five to design companies such as like what Linda at Hout Basso is doing, the House of Teo, and Sonia Mugabo of the same name label, and the whole of the Collective Rwanda group. They're setting the scene, and I say, go Rwanda, you're doing amazing things. So what do you guys think? I mean, have you heard of this agreement? Have you heard of what's happening with US and Rwanda and the East Africa community? Just share your thoughts. Let me know what you think about it. Share this video with your industry friends, those who feel might want to get a bit more clued up on what's going on, and what I've been sharing. And guys, I think I did my 5 minutes. I'm not sure. I'm still trying hard. I'll be better next week. I'll be back next week on Wednesday, 6 p.m. UK time, sharing more African fashion business industry insights during our Fashion in 5 Facebook Live. Join me next week, guys. See you then.